In the new book, Shawnee Baker of Northampton never imagined she'd write. It's August 2018. She's on a sailing vacation with her husband. A call comes in. Shawnee's 19-year-old daughter, Bailey, is critically hurt.
I mean, I can't even begin to describe the shock and the fear when we saw how Bailey looked at that time. I mean, it was just, I've never seen anyone that bad.
Yeah, she was unrecognizable.
A neuroscience major at the University of Miami, Bailey had just returned for the fall semester. While out with friends, she got separated. An Uber receipt shows she ordered a ride for 1:14 a.m., but canceled it at 1:20. In surveillance videos obtained by News 9 Investigates, Bailey enters a different ride share with two men she describes as random and sketchy in texts. At 1:31 a.m., the vehicle pulls over, one man exits, then returns with a cup at 1:36 a.m. At 1:44, Bailey's text suggests the men want her to drink the water. After getting dropped off at the same pickup location, Bailey texts her friend she's coming to them. Just after 3 a.m., a witness tells police in an interview Bailey walked directly into oncoming traffic and was hit.
Absolutely, positively not aware of traffic at all. She was in her own world.
With Bailey in a coma, a legal complication prevented her mother, a nurse, from requesting an immediate toxicology screen for date rape drugs and making any medical decisions on her behalf.
You assume that you're going to have that right as a parent, that you're going to be the next of kin and you'll be able to make all decisions, but it doesn't work that way. The law isn't structured that way. They protect the privacy of the adult child.
In the eyes of the law, turning 18 marks a threshold of responsibility.
You need to appoint someone who will step into your shoes and make decisions for you, primarily financially and medically, if you can't do that yourself.
When Bailey was transferred from Miami to Mass General in Boston without a healthcare proxy, her family hit the same legal wall.
It was really adding salt to the wound, taking away your right as a parent, talking about having to get guardianship of your own biological child.
The vast majority of parents do not recognize or realize that once their children turn 18, in the eyes of the medical community, they're adults, and parents are no longer entitled to any information for their children or to make any decisions for their children.
The Bakers pleaded with the hospital. They knew Bailey's wishes to never be kept alive in that condition. Still, it was not their call.
You know, at that point, we were just praying that the hospital would stop intervening and just let her go. She needed to be free.
At the end of the day, because we did not have a healthcare proxy, the decision to let Bailey go was not our decision. It was the hospital's decision.
The book and a foundation in Bailey's name are a call to action for healthcare proxy awareness and personal safety, like this app to track an emergency in real time.
We want to change the culture of being that proactive tool to, hey, you're going live, your trusted contacts are seeing and hearing everything that's going on. And then when that moment does happen, they're going to be there.
Although the exact circumstances of that night in 2018 are unknown and no charges were ever filed in Bailey's death, her family wants her life to be the change for someone else.
We're doing this in her honor, but everything we do, Bailey is with us, and she's helping us along the way.
Jennifer Vaughn, WMUR News 9.
For more information on the book, Foundation, Safety App, and healthcare proxies, go to WMUR.com.